Hey there. Just wanted to talk about the Lego Master Building Academy. Probably most of you've heard about it. What it is it starts off as it's a 6 kit series that Lego sends to people. Each one comes with its own book labeled for kit 1, kit 2, 3, on so on and so forth. This one's the first kit, comes with the main box and separator and piece separator. Look at this guy. A fully colored book has tips describing different ways of building, and each kit has this one came with the minifigure plus some kind of little extra to go with it to make it customized for, like, this one's series 1, so space designer, so spaceships and the like. Okay, let's just move that out of the way for a second. And here's the minifig that comes with it. For the series 1, it's got a 1 there on the chest with the emblem. It has a helmet from like a bike riding, and it comes with, like, you make a little jetpack on the bottom there. And the print's just only on the front of his chest. There's nothing else really special about him, but, like, except you can only get this minifigure from the Lego Master Building Academy sets. Here's the first set you build in the space series, spaceship series, whatever. The first part that comes for the Anyways, it is called the Helicraft, and all it is showing you different ways of building. They spent most of the time explaining what is sideways building, what are uses for pieces that allow you to build to the side, basically. In each series, they talk about the different things you can learn, ways of building in different ways. So, got the guy already in there. Here's the Helicraft. I don't know why it's called a Helicraft. That, to me, that makes me think of a helicopter. This just has 2 wings with 2 engines on them. And little burners there. Front part of the engine. Canopy opens, and you got a little control panel there. The guy sits in there. 2 little decorative pieces, as they stated, as being possibly some kind of weapon or just landing skiffs, perhaps. The tail is probably the coolest part, because you have L bendy brackets, you can see it right here, that connect it and keep this kind of Y V-shape tail. You got 1 here and 2 there, and it's really cool the way they came up with that design. Yeah, and there's the back right there. Bottom, a huge footprint to have something land. Usually when I just try to design some kind of spaceship myself, I don't like having such a large base, but they gave it a huge base. It just doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel too practical as a type of flying ship. But okay, well, that was the first one, and let me let me show you the next 2. Okay, this is the second ship in the space set, the space set. It's simply called Rocket. I mean, can't get much more simple to describe something than boom. It's a rocket. It kind of reminds me of Jetsons, Has that very simplified, should be ideal, simple, like, futuristic look. Has the main engine bust here with, like, fins that come off really cool, like, has a little, like, landing platform on the bottom. Looks like a giant dildo. I take that back. Yeah, it does. The needle, kind of flimsy looking, but I think the way they had it set up, you couldn't have done any better. The guy sits right in there, perfectly fine, like the other sets. Control panel up front, again. The overall shape was very fluent with the way the canopy sits and everything, and the layout of color, streaking straight down, going like that, very nice. Definitely, I have to say this is probably my favorite of the 3 ships that were designed for this kit. Yeah, enjoyable to build. Okay, here's the last ship in the space kit. It is stated as a space fighter. Design-wise, there's some major flaws. As an overall ship, I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so like I was saying, there's some overall ship. That looks pretty badass. The wings, or whatever you want to call them, come in like that. They also bend in there. That's cool. So you can have different like flight patterns. You want to do it something like that, or have them come up like that, come out. You know, however you want to set it up, you can set them up. However, keep it like that for now. But like I was saying, there's some parts about this that are cool, and I'm saying the overall shape is pretty cool, and the way it's set up is kind of cool. But right back here, you got the engine setup. The engine setup is, I mean, the way it kind of looks is not bad. The way it's attached, I mean, look at that. It comes up. It doesn't really attach well. If it was like attached on the back here, maybe just grab that. If it was like came off the back like that, you know, it might be a little bit more interesting than the way it currently is set up. I just think it kind of looks too bulky. I think it should be more centered into the back of the ship, or at least have maybe a separate engine coming off the bottom here to kind of counterbalance it. The front, not too bad. Kind of reminds me of one of the A-Wing designs. Now, again, I don't know who the hell is over at LEGO saying, hey, let's put these landing struts that fucking stay on it constantly and like ruins the slipstream, nice, smooth overall look of a ship. If this is supposed to be a space fighter and it's got these hulky, bulky things on it, doesn't really make it very smooth, very maneuverable. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit because I'm a sci-fi fan, but you know, little nitpicky things like that I find a little awkward or pain in the ass about this particular set. I would say it's probably my second favorite, but I would want to do modifications to it so that it would fit my standard of what I want to have a ship look like or do. But yeah, so that completes the Master Building Academy by LEGO Kit 1 Space Design. I will have up the micro design and the what's it called? The robot builder. I'll have both of those up soon if you've watched this and they're not already up. Alright, have a good one.